Hello, Leo. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading for people dealing with and what their intentions are towards you. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what it does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel about the Deep 3 Tarot. She's read you as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Goodness gracious, Leo. Let me just show you right away. The first card that jumps out is the Devil. The second card that wanted to jump out but just kind of flips out is Leo. That Devil just could not show up fast enough today for, well, who you're asking about. They're kind of showing me shameless energy. They're showing me shameless energy. I mean, right away, this is addiction, substances, vices. Um, it is what it is. I mean, if I continue with that energy, is it how many, are we, oh, jeez. How many people are involved in this, Leo? Ooh, look at this. Oh my goodness. One moment. One moment. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh yeah, let's see this a little bit more in depth. You're just like, fuck it. All right. Well, you look at this, and you're even replaying it over in your head. What an energy! What an energy! I want to know how many people are involved in this. I mean, that is under the influence. Just to say that is under the influence. Like I said, shameless energy. Shameless energy. They're gonna give me this energy of like, get off me. Okay, Leo. Wow. Just wow. You may like your poisons, but your poisons don't like you. Is it, what is it? Drugs, alcohol, women, men, both? What is it? Because you're kind of showing me you may swing a little bit of both ways here. Um, I don't know what that is. You show me this energy of like you got to do what you got to do to keep going. Apparently, what you're doing is actually holding you back and limiting and restricting you from being able to keep going. But hey, we'll go with your story today. That's crazy. You're like, this is weird. This is like someone who tries to justify their addiction and be like, it's nothing. It's fine. It's fine. You drunk a 12 pack and you went for a drive. I'm fine. I'm sober. It's fine, whatever. I'll live with it. You got problems. You're kind of giving me this energy of like, oh, you are claiming to be about that life. So like contradictingly, you're like my addictions, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Your addictions go hand in hand with who you are, your ego, your identity, your persona, your presentation. But yet you're trying to also convince me like it doesn't matter, doesn't actually give a shit. You show me the devil the first card, and then you try to tell me the opposite of you don't give a shit. But then yet simultaneously you tell me it's because of this, and it's like, okay. And then you're replaying it over, contradictingly to this energy over here. Like, oh yeah, 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 it was great, it is great. It's like you're so energetically speaking, and I don't say this lightly. You are full of shit. You are so full of devil shit. That is crazy to see that. They're like, oh, whatever. It is what it is. Like you cannot get through to that. I can tell you now, you cannot get through to that. Like the addiction is so deep, you cannot get through to that. I have not seen something like that. I have not seen something like that. Like you want to boast and you want to brag that you're this like outward life of the party, like you're fun going, you're easy going, you're out there, you're living life, you're doing all that, but then you're fucking just scraping and grinding by, trying to disconnect from your addiction, but yet you don't even realize that you're addicted to your addiction because it's almost kind of like become a part of who you are personality wise and psychologically, to the point where you even contradict yourself and you know you're full of shit, but you don't give a shit. You see where this is going, Leo. You see where this is going. Like they're drunk off their own Kool-Aid. This is crazy. Bless you. Yeah, they're saying they're willing. Jeez Louise, they're willing to do what? Jeez. So over here, you show me it's false. It's a mask. You're like, damn. They're actually having a moment right there, like right now, like they're checking themselves, like, fuck. Am I actually happy? You didn't stop to ask yourself. You didn't stop to ask yourself. Like I said, that is a deep addiction. That is a deep addiction. You didn't stop to ask yourself, like, are you happy? And now, specifically, they do show me your energy, Leo. Wow. Just wow. They're like, wait a minute, what? That's what I'm talking about. Sober up. Drink some water, eat some good food, and sober up. Because holy shit, brain rot. I mean, it's that typical internet meme of someone scrambling an egg on a stove, and it's like, this is your brain on drugs. Like, not a good look. You're slowing down. Jeez. Got to keep the energy high. No, you don't. Not in your context or definition. Look at this. They don't even understand. And they're like, what the fuck? And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like, what do you mean you don't fucking understand Leo? Of course you're not going to understand Leo. The energy you bring and the energy that you're showing me Leo's in, of course you're not going to understand Leo. That's like someone who's like I said, that's someone who drank a 12 pack of beer, trying to understand who's someone who's sober. Like, I just don't understand. It's like, go sleep. Go sleep. Go eat something and go sleep. That is crazy. And unfortunately, they're even emphasizing like I don't even know why I'm like really hanging out or dealing with Leo. And it's like, so in other words, you're wasting your time and you're wasting Leo's time. Because this moment of self actually, this self realization over here, where you're like, actually, am I happy? No, you're not. You're not happy with yourself, and you're not happy with Leo. Clearly, otherwise, you wouldn't be feeling the need to overcompensate with this huge addiction over here. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. That is like a party rock and roll, horns lifestyle. And then you trying to justify it at the end of like, oh, it's whatever. It just comes with it. Denial. I'm sure denial does not come with it. They're like, I do whatever I want. Okay. Clearly, over here, though, you don't know what you want. Clearly, it ain't Leo because you're over here next to Leo, like Seven of Cups. I don't know what the fuck I want. Wow. Oh my gosh. You show me the same shit. You show me the same shit. It's weird because whatever these personal problems or issues of theirs, they don't want to do anything about it, and that's what I'm talking about. They don't want to step up. They don't want to take accountability. They don't want to take responsibility. They want to straighten their shit and get their shit in order and in line. But yet they want to. That's an addiction. I have so much going on I need to take care of. I have so much I need to do. But let me just instead. That's an addiction. I'd rather go be high. I'd rather go be drunk instead of deal with day to day shit. Unfortunately, Leo, just to kind of be blunt with you, I'm not looking at love on their end and I'm not looking at love on your end. So, whoever this is that you're asking about, we were just there at a party. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is that situation where, oh my gosh. Like, what do you think, Crosswatcher? What do you think Leo's gonna do about it? What do you think Leo is gonna do about it? I'm sure Leo probably agrees. Do you have an addiction? Do you need to go to recovery? Like, damn. Like, for it's that same. I just said this. I said this for Aries, and I used to say this for Libra. It's kind of like they want to be this hot shot, but then when usually then when the sign comes around, then they kind of like they bow fucking down and kiss their feet, and it's like that's a nice tactic. That's a nice maneuver. That's a nice manipulation thing. Like trying to kind of like fluff their ego up and make them feel good about themselves and the dynamic. Like, oh, it's not me, and it's like bullshit, bullshit. And once again, the same shit I told Sagittarius is how many people are they going to run around to? That's a big party. It's a big group of people. How many people are they running around to? There's this person, that person, that person, that person. You get it, Leo. You get it. It makes sense if they're single. Um, but damn, red flag. Walking red flag. They know they're getting schooled. That's the thing. They know they're like, fuck. They know it. They're like, fuck love, get money. Hey, at least you're at least you're honest about that. There you are, Leo. Look at this. I love money. Married to the game. Look at this. They're like, I think I need some time to figure myself out. Maybe. Hey, look at that. Is that a breakthrough? Let's see here. Ooh, that is that. Oh my goodness. Hold on, Leo. Hold on, Leo. Yeah, there's a Five of Cups. That's what I kind of thought. And the Three of Swords. I don't know what that is. It's interesting that your energy, Leo, as well as your card, the Strength, comes from strength, power, self-control, discipline. You're dealing with the exact opposite. This is an energy that gives in to these things, that just gives up self-control, discipline, control of oneself, that sort of thing. What I'm looking at, which is actually crazy, they actually are having some sort of breakthrough. They are. Even though they're like, fuck love, get money, they realize that something within themselves, they're like, you know what, damn. Actually, there's something maybe in myself I need to kind of like straighten out. Touche, Crosswatcher. Touche. Seriously. Touche. Um, this energy of almost kind of like, I'm going to say contact or impact with this reading, by the way. That energy of like, if it feels like you're in the hot seat and there's a fire lit under your ass, there is. Leo's asking about you because they care. The problem is, you don't even fucking care about you. And now, because of this reading, you're saying, maybe I should fucking care about myself a little bit more. It's interesting. This is a situation where it's like, stop taking the easy street. Stop taking the easy route. Stop taking the whatever you're taking. You get the drift? You've spent so much time and energy taking the edge off, you can't fucking see straight. And that's why you're like, I don't understand Leo. And it's like, of course you're not going to understand Leo. Of course not. Leo's energy, the strength card, is literally self control and self strength and empowerment, not taking the easy route, not taking the easy path. That's the lesson that they're having to learn, is this energy of feeling uncomfortable or challenged or facing some sort of difficulty. That's actually the right path they're supposed to be on. So you asking about them, Leo, lets me know and understand. You're showing them qualities and traits they need to embody themselves. That's what this whole reading's about. They know it. That's the thing. They know it. There's something there emotionally speaking, or something there psychologically speaking, that they're avoiding. And that's what's being brought to the light. Maybe in a very uncomfortable way, but hey, it is what it is. It's crazy because that energy of life is going to be hard, but you're strong enough to push through this and persevere. Yeah, that comes from self empowerment and strength and self control. Life's not meant to always be easy, fast. Sometimes it's slow and sometimes it's difficult. They're like, oh, this is fucking. They're responding with like, oh, this is fucking too much. Yeah, temper, 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 temper. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. I like that though. I like that. Yeah, crosswatcher, it gets easier. It does get easier. The problem is stop looking for the easy path. Stop looking for the easy route. It does get easier. It's just you got to have to go through some hard times for things to become a little easier because you build that strength up. Bye.